What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel WWE Elite Collection Series 48 Dolph Ziggler. Now here we do have Mr. Ziggler in the packaging. You can see he is sporting his all-new long tights, as well as a really cool vest. I can't wait to get this figure opened up. On the side, an image of Dolph Ziggler, and that same image on the side. He does come with a diorama piece, which we'll look at that in a little bit. On the back we have a little bio from Mr. Ziggles here. Height 6 feet, weighs 218 pounds, from Hollywood, Florida. Ring attire is from February 2016. Signature move, zigzag, and no super kick, surprisingly. Career highlights include the World Heavyweight Championship, United States Championship, Intercontinental Championship, and Money in the Bank ladder match winner. Other figures of this line include Dean Ambrose, Kalisto, Eric Rowan, Cactus Jack, and the Boogeyman. Really good selection. I'm actually looking forward to picking up all of these guys. But that's Mr. Ziggler for you guys. So what I'm going to do now is take a little break, get him opened up, and then we'll go on to the rest of his review. So sit tight, everyone. And here we have Dolph Ziggler posed and out of the packaging. Before we get on to Dolph here, let's actually show off his diorama piece. Moving Ziggler off to the side. Again, not a fan of this diorama piece. It is just a piece of cardboard, which, like I said, it's going to get damaged either way you look at it. So I like the concept, but execution is a little to be desired. The base is really nice, though. It does have the WWE logo on it, and it does have a little connection tab on it. So if you have another piece, you can actually tab it in on the side, like so. And it holds up pretty well. Or you can tab it in at an angle if you have the space for it, so you can have two people standing there. This is great if you're taking pictures and it's like facing off is Dolph Ziggler and Kalisto, something like that. So the bases I see use for the diorama pieces, not in the least bit. So let's move those off to the side here. And let's focus on Dolph Ziggler here. Now, really thankful we got an updated Ziggler. The black long tights are welcome. Although I kind of wish that we got just the DZ, the one where he has all the DZ all over the black tights. He is missing the knee pads. Like, I know that they don't like adding knee pads to wrestlers who wear tights, but it is obvious he wears knee pads, and I kind of wish that they threw that on this figure. But, you know, it's not going to make or break the figure. It's just a little nitpick I have, that maybe knee pads would have helped make his legs look a little bit thicker, because his legs are looking on the thin side. But still, great detail on Dolph Ziggler here. You can see he has some blonde highlights in his hair, which it's kind of funny that he used to have the bleach blonde hair, and now he has his natural hair color with some bleach in it. But his other accessory, and probably his only accessory, is this vest he's wearing. You can see it does say DZ Crew, heel, DZ Heels Crew. And then on the front we have World Destruction Tour. It's just DZ Destruction, so Destruction, get it? And then we have that same pattern, just tattooed, or not tattooed, but plastered all over his vest here. The same for the tights and the vest. And it does come off. You can see the chain. Before we take it off, let's actually show off the detail on it. The chains actually do look really nice. They're all sculpted. They're all a separate piece, though, so if you're wondering about it, the chain is its own separate piece, so they just pegged onto the vest, and they can come off if you really want them to, although they're not meant to. The only one that is meant to come off is this side, because this side has the buckle to undo the vest, and it's actually made of a pretty thick material. Like, it doesn't give you the best. They've made thinner vests that work a little better, because this is a really thick appliance. Like, this is almost, I want to compare it to the Cactus Jack shirt, But once you get it off, it does look nice, and you do get Dolph Ziggler ready to wrestle. So let's move the camera out and move the vest off to the side. And I don't know, I've always had good luck when it comes to Dolph Ziggler figures. All the joints are really tight. You can see there's no issues whatsoever on mine. He's a really nice, solid figure, which I'm really thankful for. All my Dolph Zigglers have been solidly built, I would say. Like, there's no quality control. If anything, the only thing they suffer from is the joints being too tight. But anyway, let's actually run down Dolph's accessories really fast. So, you know what, I didn't even show off that face sculpt, which they're getting better and better at making Dolph Ziggler. I remember, if you remember any Ziggler face that had the bleached hair, he always had that stupid grin or something wrong with it, like he was screaming. This one actually looks like Dolph Ziggler, so they're getting better at making Dolph Ziggler. Although from some angles he actually does kind of look like Randy Orton. Maybe you can customize his face into Randy Orton, maybe. He does have the ripped torso. You can see a lot of details in his tights. And then we do get his boots, which, I don't know, I feel like they already made elite boots for Ziggler. They just gave him the old buckle boots. I might be wrong. I'm going to have to actually check that out, but there is some sculpting on it. So I'm actually going to check that out after this review, so bear with me, guys. I just don't have the other Dolph Ziggler figure in hand. As far as his articulation goes, he has the standard elite articulation. He has a bald in the head. He can look up and down, although it is a little hindered by his hair, which is to be expected because he does have longer hair now. His hair is a softer material, but it's not too soft, so it will still hinder some articulation. Head does swivel, and I guess if you move his head left and right, you can actually make his head look up further. I don't know why. We do get some slight side-to-side bobble on his head, so good range of movement in his head. Arms, like I said, really stiff. They do go out to about that far. Do a full 360, swivel at the bicep, single jointed at the elbow. Like I said, they just have really nice joints, spins, and bends at the wrist. We do get an ab crunch, which works really well. It's nice and tight. You know, I'd rather have a tight torso joint than a loose one. Waist swivel. Legs do go forward to about that far. Back, out, swivel at the thigh, double jointed in the knee. He spins and bends, or he spins at the boot, and then he does have an ankle hinge, which goes back pretty well, forward. There we go, finally got it moving forward. And then we do get some slight pivot on his ankle, so we could actually get him throwing the super kick if we really wanted to. But that's Dolph Ziggler for you guys. What I'm going to do now is take a little break, get him posed for my final thoughts, then we'll wrap up this review, so sit tight, everyone. And so here we have Dolph Ziggler posed for my final thoughts. Overall, I really do like this figure. I think he's a welcome addition to your Elite collection and a really nice update. But I do have a little bit of problems with the hair. I feel like it's a little too dark. At the time this figure is, now it looks right, but when the hair that they were going with, it's a little too dark. But for a modern Dolph Ziggler, it's probably the most current we're going to get. Now, I do like this figure. I just don't like this diorama piece. It's big, it's bulky, it's cardboard, it's gonna bend, it's gonna tear. The base is really nice, but the cardboard is terrible. Terrible idea for Mattel. Anyway, if you're looking for Dolph Ziggler, Elite 48 is hitting stores now at the time I'm making this review, so if you can find him and you're a fan of Dolph Ziggler or you just want to complete the wave, you're definitely going to want to add him to your collection. I missed out on the previous release where he had the IC belt, but really glad I missed out on that one if it meant I got this one. So I'm really thankful for that. that I don't have another Dolph Ziggler that I need to put in storage. But until next time, guys, I'm King of Dragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go check out all my other action figure reviews. All my other WWE Elite figures are also up on my channel, and in one convenient playlist, I might add, so if you want to check that out, please feel free to. And if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments. And if it fits into my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. And until next time, I'm King of Dragons 5000, and I'll see you guys later. Take care, everyone.